What up? It is Bones, and in this video, I'm finally going to get into my Merciless wave from the McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. Now, once I open up all these figures, I will be able to build the Merciless figure. This is McFarlane's first collect to build figure. I wish they would have done it first with the Devastator, which would have been a better idea. But I digest. So first up, we're going to be taking a look at the Batman, which is basically Batman in the Rebirth suit, but all battle damage. And his reference is more from the covers of the Dark Knight medals, like Forged in Metal, the new heroes from the comics. But I'm really excited to finally get into these figures. I have a lot of ideas on some customs. So let's take a look at the Batman. When you finally open him up, he does come with your basic black DC stand from McFarlane. He also comes with a data file card, which has the awesome cover that he's a focus of. On the back you have some information added to the card collection. He also comes with two accessories, which are reminiscent of the cover, which is two battle axes. Now they are not exactly the same. One has a spearhead and the other one's just flat with like a spike on the back, but they are pretty nicely sculpted, and they have tones. Like the handle has a lighter tan color, and then you have the brown of the hilt, and then you have the actual axe heads. Like I say, these do come from the cover, so they'll look pretty good with the figure. Also, he does come with the two arms for the Merciless Build-A-Figure, which comes in a pretty cool metallic sort of teal blue color. And let's take a look at them. Now, like I said, this is the Rebirth costume with that yellow trim around the black. You look at the head. This is the first time that they've actually done the head like molded onto the neck, so it's a little different than any other figures. But I do really like the face sculpt and the cowl sculpt. Now there is a line right below the jaw and to the back of the head, and if you look at other figures, this is the shape of all the other heads. So in theory, if you wanted to, you could probably warm this up in some hot water and probably separate it or cut it to where it comes free, and you could use this head for other figures. I might end up doing that because I really like this head sculpt, just as an experiment. But you do get tilt with the neck from side to side, and then back and then forward. He looks pretty cool looking down. Like I say, he got that nice emblem on the chest, and this is where one of the customs is going to come out, because he has a lot of damage on his suit, like on the bicep, across the chest, on the abs, on the ribs actually. And this is more reminiscent of the cover, where it has like blood splatter. And I've seen a lot of people customizing them, like adding the paint, the red paint, to symbolize the blood. So I'll probably be doing one as well, add some blood to the axes, and it'll be more accurate to the cover. Now there is also like a little statue, like a maquette, that also shows this, so you could get some ideas off that of how it should look. But I really like the the feel of the suit. It feels like really thick and has some different textures, like on the biceps and stuff. And he has that same McFarlane ab swivel down to the belt. Now the belt, it does have some damage, like right in the middle. You could barely see it, where it looks like it's been cracked. But let's get into the arms. Now he does have double jointed elbows. He has some pretty sweet looking gauntlets with the spikes. But the only thing is that the gauntlets finish out so far, they do hide that McFarlane wrist joint, ball joint, but that makes it even more difficult to actually find where you could get the articulation in there. But if you fight with it, you could see where the spin is, and you could twist it and then get that extra articulation in there. But they did make the gauntlets a little bit too long. But like I said, it does hide that ball joint that I pretty much do not like. Going into the shoulders, you do get that McFarlane ball joint, and then you also get the butterfly joint at the shoulder, so you can move in and out. A lot of cool articulation. Oh, pretty cool. Going down to the legs, pretty nice sculpt. I really like the detail on the inner thigh, the texture that they put on the suit. It looks pretty cool, and it has a nice texture to it. You go down, he has double jointed knees, some cool boots with high guards. Down to the feet, you do have ankle articulation. If you mess with the ball, you could get ankle swivel, and it also has toe articulation. Pretty sweet. Pretty solid figure from the front. Let's look under the boots. There's not really any tread per se, but it does have some different levels on it. The cape is molded to look like it's blowing in the wind to represent the cover again. And if you lift it up, wow, he even has some texture like on his lower back and up the back. And then you get the rest of that yellow frame belt. Pretty cool. Move up to the top. Like I say, the head's sitting on the neck, and the neck is the actual part that moves, but it still looks pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with them. Haven't checked them height comparison with other figures, but we'll do that right now and see how tall he is. But he looks pretty awesome. Like I say, he has some cool axes. And like I said, once I get done with these, I'll be able to build my Merciless figure. And that's the main point of this, is to get some Merciless. Now, we still have to open up the Batman Who Laughs Tyrant with the wings. And I have some thoughts of how I'm going to use the extra figure, because out of all these figures, I did buy extra ones. So this is the one I'm going to use to do the custom with the blood. So I'll still have this one the way he was originally released, without no alterations, and then I have this one to do my custom with. But I do have extra figures of all of these, so it's going to be fun. We'll get into the Batman Who Laughs. I have some plans for that one, and then I'll do the Infected Superman, which I do have 2 of those, so I'm going to have to figure out some custom I want to do. And then we'll open up the Robins at the end, and I'll show you a little display I'm going to be working on, so that's going to be pretty fun. So anyways, guys, that's it. I have opened the first one for the Merciless wave. Can't wait to get this guy on the shelf with the rest of his Dark Metal brothers and have some fun. So everybody stay safe out there. Keep collecting. I will see you on the next one.